Greetings, everybody. Not that there's anyone watching, but greetings anyway. Maybe some people will watch later on. It's me, Mark. Carl's not here yet. He's probably having a fag or making love to that dog or whatever it is he's doing. He's been up to lately. But yeah, he'll be on soon. I'm going to be going through box number 10.
Oh, box 10.
Box number 10. Can you believe you've been doing this?
What's the main content of box 10, Gray?
It's a nice little mix. Nice little mix from what I've seen so far. I had a little preview of it. Mm-hmm. This is a character that I got long before the TV show came out. I managed to get this run, and Rayman's here in the back room. Put Rayman on. Hey, Ray.
Hey,
Ray.
Hey.
The reigning cover singers champion is here.
Oh.
The prize for Werewolf by Lunchtime for being first here is he gets to see these comic books before anybody else does. That's a pretty decent prize there, Werewolf. Right, so this is Stars and Stripe.
Never heard of it.
You might have seen the Stargirl TV show. It was pretty cool. Zero and one.
Is that Stargirl?
Run for very long, but it's a good fun little Stargirl. Stars and Stripe.
I know the TV show, yeah.
Yeah, Stripey is the robot. I don't know, they're playing the big suit. So stepdad. He was the original Stripe from Stars and Stripe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Stars and Stripe, the Golden Age heroes.
Yeah.
Power of Shazam.
And this series came out before the TV series, presumably.
Yeah. A few years before a TV series. This is 2000. 99, 2000.
Oh, a long time before. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was recommending this to people long before the TV show came out. Yeah, it's just a fun run, basically. It's just a fun superhero story. Nothing too heavy. Just cool action. There's the 7 Soldiers of Victory, I believe. Ooh. Vigilante, Visual Stars and Stripe, the Shining Knight. Is it Wing or something? No, what's his name? His Stuff. I think his name's Stuff. His sidekick. I can't remember. Crimson Avenger, is it?
Who's the writer?
Weird.
Who's the writer, Gray?
Who's writing it? Jeff Johns.
No, Jeff Johns. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I think you named Courtney after his sister who died in a plane crash or something. I think I remember hearing.
Mm-hmm. Nice. It doesn't look actually like a comic that's aimed at kids. Quite rare.
Yeah, it's pretty good for young girls. I think. I don't think it's anything too adult in there at all. It's just and this is a print I got from Squatchy Comics. Well, no, I think Comic Foo. He gave me an AOK one time, and this was in it. Spider Squatch. Just a comic print. I didn't even realize it was in there. It's just a print. It's not a comic book at all. And I got the Stargirl Spring Break special. Yeah, that's it. That's the first lot from this box. Did you get anything new this week, Mark?
I've got a fair amount, but I've not brought a huge amount with me. I brought some stuff to annoy Kyle with. Because
he ain't turned up.
He hasn't turned up. I suspect because there was a charity event over the weekend, and I agreed to donate 10% of my earnings.
I saw that.
from my VOT show if Kyle didn't call me any bad names for a week, and he upped the stake to 20%. So I agreed to 20%, but if he actually fails and actually calls me a bad name in the next month, I get the pick of his Golden Age comics. So I suspect he's backed off on the basis that he doesn't believe he can not call me a bad name for a month. Yeah, so I've got some stuff here to annoy Kyle. I want him to be here.
You want to tempt him into calling you a bad name so you can get his Golden Age comics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I have got some stuff. It's I'm going to show this stuff, which isn't the stuff I've designed to annoy Kyle. If you want to put me up on the screen. So this is a bit of UK underground comics from the early 1970s.
It's going a bit slow. I've dragged you over, but nothing's happening. Give it a minute.
Okay. Hi, Captain.
For some reason, it's not.
Comics is here.
Putting you in full screen.
Right, so this is some underground UK underground comics from the 1970s. I mean, I can't even recall where I get these from. I've had some of them. I've had from ages. Moist Comics. Man, I'm Flying. I mean, these are just weird. Okay,
that is weird.
That is weird. Now, the next ones are from a comic company called Cosmic Comics. Cosmic Comics was actually produced by a guy called Felix Dennis, who was famous for producing a magazine in the UK called Oz Magazine that resulted in one of the big obscenity trials in the UK in the late 60s, early 70s, when Oz did a school kids issue, which had some rather rude artwork in it by Robert Crumb. And he then went on to produce pornographic magazines. So this was Felix Dennis in his early days. Says this is Cosmic Comics, Rock and Roll Madness #1. I presume that's a Mick Jagger type of character on here.
Hey, Mark, that looks
Hey, Kyle.
I'm just showing some UK underground comics from the 70s.
Yeah, that's the issue 4. That's the Gibbons book I actually have.
You've got this one, have you? Yeah. So that's actually issue 1.
That's 1?
Yeah. That's about Rock and Roll Madness issue 1.
It's the same guy on the cover. Yeah. Gibbons' first pro work is either issue 3 or 4 of that.
Yeah. No, he's in here.
He's in 1?
He's in this one, yeah. Yeah. I had to read through it today. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll open it up and show it to you.
Well, there you go. As long as his name's in there, that's his first professional work.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you. It's quite nice.
I mean, that one, he did a couple of them, and they all came out at the same time from the same press.
Yeah.
But technically,
there you go.
Yeah.
Dave Gibbons' first work, Man of Destiny, Vince Eugene story. It's sort of takeoff of sort of, I presume, Elvis and
yeah.
And that's like 2 years before he did anything major. That's
it's really nice artwork. I like it. Very clean.
Yeah, that predates any work he did for Eagle or Fleetway or any of them by like 2 years.
Yes, he was only 20 at the time, I think. So, so that is Rock and Roll Madness #1. And as Kyle is a man of knowledge. I'm impressed that you knew that, Carl. And then we have Rock and Roll Madness #2, also from Cosmic Comics.
Test covers.
Yeah. So, and then we've got also from Cosmic Comics. They only produced, I think they only had about 20. They had about 7 titles. Most of them went 1 or 2 issues and then folded. This one, interestingly, is called Sin City. Long time before Frank Miller did Sin City.
Well, of course, but Las Vegas has been called Sin City for
of course,
decades. But and again, that may have like that early Gibbons. There's question on which specific one he did the first thing in, but it's not debatable because he was in that group of guys that started the British variation of what like Crumb and them did in the 60s.
Yeah.
So,
this one, another Cosmic Comics, Dope Fiend Funnies, Junkie.
I like
Junkie.
that
This
cover.
is out.
Junkies
That's
ate
cool.
my
This is how-
food alive. Is your daughter?
That's how bad
is
my
your
brain
daughter-
is.
quick hello, Simon. But Mark,
Gene Vincent. Gene
Mark-
Vincent is who that was meant to be in that Vincent Eugene.
Oh, is that who it was meant to be? Gene
Okay.
Vincent.
Must be Gene Vincent. As soon as I see it, I'm like, I know who that is supposed to be. It took me forever to remember the bloody name. Literally.
These are actually worth something. I thought they were worth nothing. They're actually worth.
oh yeah, that's kind of a who's who in a lot of up and coming artists. I mean, I think Gibbons is the biggest name, but a lot of guys got
A
their
lot of
fingers.
2000 AD artists appearing in here. Ogoth and the Ugly Boot. I mean,
Where in the hell did you get all these?
I got them in that auction where I got a whole load of comics for. I bought 2,500 comics for 250 quid, so 10p a comic.
Really?
Cover swipe from something.
Are you ready for this, Mark? Because I didn't see the other ones you started with. Are you ready for this?
Go.
You sweet, wonderful, amazing guy, you. Since I can't cuss you for a month,
Wow.
you awesome, amazing, incredible, fantastic. I want like that whole stack of books. And I know I'm sticking to my word here because another agreement I made involved Lady Fantastic and me getting a wax on a live stream.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll look forward to that.
She ponied up $100 for me to wax my booty on a live stream.
Oh, nice. Let me know when it's happening.
So now, granted, I'm not going to push my booty up in the air. It's going to be mildly off camera, but then I'll let them like wax part of my chest so I can be on screen. But was making a half-hearted joke about like the 40-year-old virgin and what he went through there, and guys going through pain. And I went, all right, well, for $100, I'll wax.
I can't think of a better guy to manage to resist the pain, Kyle.
3 minutes.
This next one, I have no idea what
it's
it's got no price on it, but I checked it up, and there were 2 copies of this on eBay. And this is a giveaway that they produced for
Dr. Feelgood.
the Dr. Feelgood Malpractice tour in 1975.
You awesome, wonderful, amazing guy, you.
It's Wilco Johnson.
This sells for 50 quid.
Is that not Wilco Johnson's band?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
died
Mark-
a couple of months ago. November, I think. He just passed away.
Well, it was Wilco Johnson's original band. He left in about 77. He was still with them in 75. Yeah.
Gina Lola Bridget had died yesterday, but yeah, I want to see all these, Mark. I want to get on a phone call with you one day and go over those because if you don't, I can tell you the book to get, to price those, the things like that. And even those are hard to find. And it's called Vogel's Guide. Like there's an Overstreet guide for regular comics. There's a Vogel's Guide for underground.
Like, a lot of these just don't appear on Go Collect or anything else, you know.
Well, that's because most of them had a 5,000 print run or less.
Yeah.
And they are high demand.
This will not have had a big print run. I mean,
Yeah, they're in high demand. Like the biggest, the Zap Comics only got printed in like by 5,000.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so that was a nice
those
supply.
things, there could be hundreds of those in existence, if not less than that.
The only one you missed, Kyle, was Moist Comics #1.
You spectacular gentleman, you here, I'll send you a peace sign, you spectacular gentleman. I am a man of my word, so
You're doing well so far. I'm hoping you're going to fail so that I
a
can
month, because 10% would have been a week. 20%, I said for 20%. So you made out like a bandit, you awesome, wonderful, handsome guy, you peace or pinky, you know.
How much did you make?
I had a good show actually. I made $300, so I put 75 quid.
How did you
I made 300 quid, so I put $75 through to the charity.
How did your vote sale go?
Huh? How did what go?
Cool.
I mean, the charity made over $5,000, so it did really well.
Wow. Nice.
My thing, you got outbid by $25. It's going to Czars in Australia.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
I went off. I can't remember what it was late.
I ended up having my hands into over almost $700 worth of that 5,000.
Yeah, nice.
Was kind of my doing because I sold a portfolio. Now I didn't twerk like Gray and Elric did, because I mean that's just a meme waiting to happen. The Gray and Elric twerk.
Oh, Phantom Stranger! I love Phantom Stranger. I don't think I've got that one. Have you got that one, Gray?
Gray, did you make it to the flea market this week?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't make it.
Hey, guess what I'm going to say a lot to you today, Ray?
I'm just gonna finish off this box that I started last week.
I'm gonna be saying, hey, speak of the devil himself. There's the man, the myth, the legend that put it on. Old Wolf popping in with us. Oh, come on now. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah,
you know,
well done, Tony.
I didn't twerk like Gray did, but you know, I have to get waxed and coax Mark out of some stuff, and I can't wait to show you guys why I'm late too. Huh? What, Graham?
I said no one can twerk like me, mate.
Well, no
One
kidding.
can twerk like me.
No doubt. No doubt.
Wow, congratulations. I saw your little dance. Very happy for you, Kyle.
Thank you.
It wasn't as good as
the
my
love. I will not get into it much because it's not at all. I am not going to cry a bunch on these threads. But yeah, I am. Fuck it. I'm not when I cast here, Mark, it's not at you, but hold on. Make me beg for a minute. Ray, you butthole.
Right.
You got it. Dog, don't. You got to enlarge me for this, because if I don't get this out of my system, I'm gonna be a sloppy mess the whole time. Are you just not gonna enlarge me, Graham? Come on now. Don't
Gray's on the lag, Kyle.
Huh? He's on a lag. Yeah, I see you, puppy. All right. Mark, you're in this pool when I say that. Yes, dog, I know. You're trying to be sweet on me. I love all you fuckers. I mean that from the depths of my heart. I got here with my sanity thanks to so many of you guys. And the amount of love I've gotten in the past 48 hours. I can't have a conversation now about it without. I'm still in shock. I'm still out of it, but I'm doing this with my hands because I want to reach through the screen and give the proper hug to every damn one of you. I love you.
We love you too,
High five.
Baby, high five.
I mean, I got to clear this shit up because I got books to show, because I got a gift card for watching the dog, and I went ape shit at the store today. And I can't wait, but Ray brought it up, so I got to get this shit out of my system now. But I'm telling you,
My wife beat it twice.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys refuse to let me get down. You let me be an idiot. You let me be an idiot to get this shit out of my system and to ride out the worry. You know, and again, Mark, this doesn't count towards that, but you assholes, I can't handle this. You know,
that was an insult. That was an insult.
You're allowed to include me in group name calling. That's fine.
all right, but you know, I'm supposed to stay cool and composed.
It's okay,
But just
buddy.
Ray saying that had me choked up, and I'm like, all right, if I get this out now, I'll get through the day. But y'all are fucking amazing. I can't. My eyes are. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't even read that, Tony, and I got tears in my eyes. But it's not that I'm in shock. I was in shock by what the doctor told me, and I was just smothered in love.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys don't know what that meant to me. I mean, you don't, because I'm a guy that will not shut up, and I still don't have enough words to tell you. You know, I don't have enough words to tell you. There were days, they're dark days. I was on here making dick jokes and stuff, and they were dark days. And you never know it because I can put on a good game face and stuff. But, you know, when I'm playing, you know, what is this? What is this pain in my body? It's not hypochondria when you sit and think, all right, is it my rib not healing up? Or did the cancer push through and the doctor's about to tell me I got 6 months till I'm dead? And I was entertaining some of them thoughts while I've been sitting on these shows. Yeah. Covering it up best I could. And people put up with me being stupid, you know, and I'm going to be a little different now. So, but I will never be able to say thank you enough to everybody. I will not be able to say thank you enough to everybody.
More stupid, Rory.
So, oh, I don't shut. Well, hey, Tony, you better be grateful I couldn't shut up. I helped fill the hour.
Great, we've had enough of him.
We've had enough of me. I'm done with this. Put him back on the comment. I'm about to blow you guys away with the stuff I just got at the bookstore.
Oh, God help us.
I'm glad you're better, Carl.
Yeah.
Glad you got a good bit of health, mate.
Again, and I was on the mend anyway, and I knew I was on the mend, but getting that news, I mean, when they told me my numbers were unremarkable, that was what I was shooting for, was to hear unremarkable. And every time I hear that, that's like a gorilla off my back. When he said remission cancer free.
Give me that, Mark.
But yeah, when he said in remission and cancer free, it was like a pair of elephants got off my back. It literally, my shoulders went back because the weight was down off me. When I told my mom she couldn't quit crying, it took my mom 12 hours to quit crying because none of us were braced for remission. No, nobody. I wasn't planning on anybody hearing remission. Just unremarkable. I was going to do my dance for unremarkable. I did my dance for in remission. So, yeah. That's my favorite Phantom Stranger run right there. Even over the stuff Adams did. And
Gray, have you got the complete run of Phantom Stranger, the second?
Oh, no.
Completed, mate. Completed it at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Or mid last year. Completed it and read it all. So, and that was part of my operation, Project Phantom Hawk Atom, or Phantom Atom Hawk. That was it.
You got a full set. Yeah.
Yeah, completed my Phantom Stranger, completed my Silver Age Atom, Hawkman run.
Yeah, that's it for the Phantom Strangers that I have.
Ray, you're in the forefront of this one, but again, it's a catch-all for all you guys. I finally got over that nasty flu. I finally got over the snots and sniffles. I'm not gagging out stuff like that anymore after 2 weeks. You assholes make me snotty, runny-nosed again while I'm on live. Oh, my God.
Going to House of Mysteries.
That is so great.
Yeah.
That is a winner all day long with Matilda.
Yeah.
That's nice. I think
We
I'm
did have
gonna
an
collect-
insect. We had an insects show one time. Yeah, I love all them old houses. I got that one. I got points for that on. Can't remember what the theme was. It might have been robots. It might have been robots. I did that on Slingers.
You
That was
aren't
breaking
dipping out
breaking
already,
free, I
are you,
think.
Mark?
Can't remember now.
Mark, you didn't say you were dipping out already, did you?
No, I'm not dipping out yet. No.
Oh, I thought you said you're dipping out. I guess you're saying
I think-
you got that one.
No,
I think
I
he's
was.
gonna collect them.
I think I might. I'm tempted to collect sort of Bronze Age horror this year. So
It's good. Look how good that is. Just look at. I don't even know. That's not an Adams or a Wrightson yet.
It's
That's still good.
Neil Adams.
That's an Adams. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
well sent one as well. What year is
Those
that?
are so good.
Can't go
1968
wrong.
Yeah.
from
nice.
68.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a single horror comic from this kind of era that I've not enjoyed the cover of it. You know what I mean?
They're just
I don't.
so
Really?
good. That one
Yeah.
right there. I
Oh,
was just about to talk about that. That is the best Neil Adams art story, the whole shebang, and it's part of an anthology, and there's not even a whole story. That's called The Game, and that kid's playing a game with a pan in the bed during a storm. That is Neil. That is the apex of Neil Adams in that book right there. And that was a grail for me a dozen times
The single
over.
cover
Yeah.
is beautifully ominous.
But look at that. Look how good that cover is.
Another Neil Adams.
And when it wasn't Adams, it was Wrightson or Carty on his.
I know. It's amazing.
All these guys at their peak. That's an Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, 1968, 69,
Yep.
hands down, best DC time frame ever. Best stories, best art. Just, yeah.
That's Bernie Wrightson.
That's what I said. You just can't miss with those.
Voodoo Vengeance.
And then Kaluta. I mean, the whole studio popping in for most of those. Jeff Jones doing 2 Wonder Woman covers.
Yeah, I bought that one earlier in the year or the end of last year because I see that on Slingers and I thought that's actually a great cover. I've got to get a copy of that for myself.
Is that River Styx?
Yeah, it must be. Bloke in a coffin punting down the River Styx. It's awesome.
Another Bernie Wrightson.
I'm definitely going to get some of the. I'm going to definitely get more of these.
Oh, I love horror covers. They're
Oh,
awesome.
look at this sweet stuff. My internet's shit.
We've got faces on the end of the fingers, have we?
Giant fingers. I didn't even use this one, Gray Man.
And that's a
Yeah.
10 in giant fingers.
You never know,
Bernie
Matilda.
Wrightson.
He's a great Ray.
Oh.
And that's like a Carty. That's like a classic Nick Carty.
I don't know who did this one.
Ray reckons it's Nick Cardy.
Yeah, it's either Carty or Kubert, but it looked more Carty. I mean, they just didn't miss. That month after month after month after month, they just did not miss for like 3 years.
Did they view House of Mystery as a flagship title? Because they're using some of the best people on it, aren't they?
You would think. You would think. I guess they were selling it, but I mean, just good Lord.
It ran
And again,
for a fair while,
just,
didn't it?
I'm a Marvel guy, and they just don't miss. Hey, busy mama. They just don't miss, and the stories back up the covers.
Yeah.
That's the other amazing thing. The stories really do back up the covers.
Oh,
See it,
I've got that one.
yeah. Headstone covers would be a good one. All right, before I think in, I need to figure out putting this dog in, and
how long have you got for, Kyle?
Huh?
How many more days have you got the dog for?
Till Thursday morning. But I got to put her in the house while I get this stuff out. But around this time, the covers stayed boss, but the interiors started slacking. You know, they'd always get the cover right, but the interiors.
Around the 40-cent stage.
Yeah. Yeah, 25, 30, 40 cents. It started
Towards the end,
wavering.
they went for ongoing stories
like-
as well, didn't they?
There's an amazing Kubert cover. I already know that's a Kubert cover.
Yeah,
I've got
it
that.
is.
And again, it's that particular story is good, but the rest of it is just kind of meh. So, but they still nailed it that way.
Oh,
Yeah, they made stories fit the covers. Yeah.
is that right? Okay.
Yeah. Yep, puppy, you're going to have to go in when I'm doing this because you can't climb on my books.
Oh, werewolf.
Lots of werewolves. Yep, lots of werewolves.
Werewolf at the wedding, always a bit of a downer.
Yeah. Where's their invite? That woman's sexy.
We've got up to 50p here, Ray. I think this is going to end 50 cents. Yeah.
50
Oh, the
cent.
UK
Yeah.
one.
No, there is
Oh,
only
50
one.
cents. Obviously 50 pence.
No.
Robot one.
DC
Bill
didn't
Kubert.
do many UK price variants of Marvel. Legion of Fear. Legacy of Fear.
Towards the end of the House of Mystery run, they went on to ongoing stories. You had the Eye Vampire character
Oh, of
played
course.
for towards the
Yeah.
end. Weren't so good, I don't think.
That's a
No,
good
they did bring him back in the New 52 for a while.
What, After Mystery?
The Eye Vampire, is that what
Eye
you're
Vampire.
talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. That became an ongoing story in there.
I thought I Vampire was a Y. Obviously not.
No.
That's still after House of Mysteries.
Good selection
Yeah.
there, Ray.
Cool.
Back to box 10, Ray.
Huh?
All right. Carl's not around.
You guys
No.
ready to be blown away?
Carl's not. Oh, Carl back.
Your turn, Kyle.
You got some comments?
Mind you, I still haven't spent all of the gift card that I got for this, but that's a bag enough of the comic. And then there's another bag. I figure I probably got 100 stuff in here between 75 and 100. So maybe everything I show today is going to average out to about $1 per, maybe less. And I'm hurting like hell, but I got my second wind. I had to go to the bookstore for this, and I got this walking out the door.
Ah, very good.
The Restaurant at the End of the Universe
Oh,
with Dust Jack. And it's a first print.
Wow.
you know
So
the
basically-
character in there. You know the character
The
in there,
what?
Hot Black Desiato. He's the guy who was the lead singer of
Yeah, Hot
the band Disaster
Yeah.
Area. Well, Hot Black Desiato was named after a state agency where Douglas Adams lived. Stood outside. I went to Islington once, and I was stood outside hands aside before going into gig.
So basically, these are all going to come out at 75 cents to $1 each. So general methods. I'm all about old school books, especially with like people writing in them and stuff like that. $18.93.
Nice.
Wow.
So there's an 1893 book. Now, like I said, when I do all the maths, throw the S in there. A Man in Temple. So this is Jewish Method and Temple from 1940, first published in 1947 when they founded Israel. So nice little Jewish method there, a little history. There's some beautiful art. Anybody translate the Cyrillic on that one?
No.
Nope.
It's Russian fables.
Why have you got that when you can't read it?
It's a story.
Pictures.
Rumor has it I can read Cyrillic, but you know, who knows?
Okay.
But Makba, this is put out by This is put out by Russia's BBC in 1969.
Okay.
So Makba is basically Russia's BBC, their mouthpiece thing. But that's just Russian fables and stuff like that. Technically, this was 10. Then I got my military discount, plus they had another discount going. And like I said, when you spread everything out, this may cost me $1. The Northwalk Mystery Pulps from 1897.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
Wow.
That is an 1897 pulp.
nice. Nice.
It's a picto illustrated pulp. So there's a comic book precursor from 1897. Niagara Falls, History and Geography. Get that out of there. Dig the date. See, can I get it to focus?
Oh, wow.
1872.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
It's got a full map in it.
Nice.
Fully attached. An 1872 book with a map fully attached to it still. Now we talk about comic book precursors, and you talk in the Victorian age and the old Mickey Mouse linens and the Popeye linen books, and the companies that predated Marvel and DC and things like that to put this stuff out were like Couples and Leon, Salafield. How about a 1915 Salafield? It's just Teddy's Toodles. But this is what the precursor to a comic book looks like.
Very nice.
10 o'clock scholar. What makes you come so soon?
1950.
Look at the
The
colors.
first edition of this book printed in the 20s because this was turned into this was a series that was turned into a book. But the 1927 series, the first issue of this is sold for over 600. I couldn't even find a linen copy of this. And the staples aren't even rusted.
Very good.
So this right here is probably worth $500 to $600. And again, I spent absolutely nothing. I spent nothing because I spent gift cards. So I babysat a dog. And yeah, that's my initial part of books. Do you want me to wait to start flipping through some of the comics I got, or do you want me to just roll right into comics?
Yeah, let me show a few more of mine. and then we've got a while yet. Right. A couple of weeks ago, you had a question about Black Orchid saying who was going to do it. You said that Neil was going to do it, but he wanted to do Sandman instead. But he did do it. He did do the Black Orchid. So it must do it as well as Sandman. So this is Black Orchid run from Vertigo. Well, actually, it's not even Vertigo. Vertigo started. I'm not sure, but
yeah, it was
Dave
Vertigo.
McKean art. It's all very sort of. It was Vertigo, was it?
I think it is Vertigo. Yes,
It's not very good. Yeah, I didn't rate it, Matt. To be honest, did you read it?
I read it back in the day. I haven't read it for 30 years, 24, 5, 20, 30 years.
That the Black Orchid Vertigo series, the oversized, that is so good.
I don't remember it. I remember reading not being very impressed by it. And this is maybe I'm getting confused. It's because Vertigo run come afterwards. So this is number one of the Vertigo run.
Good.
Yeah, that's the Vertigo one. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got the three big size ones, but this is Dick Foreman, so it's not. That must have been what you meant when you said you wanted to do Sandman instead. You did the 3-parter, but didn't carry on with the full ongoing, I guess.
Yeah, and it didn't pull in the numbers they'd hoped for, but I'm a Marvel guy, and I can tell you that is so good. It is just.
Is that just weird?
Sorry?
Yeah, because that Dave McKean it is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all Dave McKean. He did the covers. He didn't do the interior.
Yeah. No, he did the covers on Sandman as well.
Yeah, I can't say I'm a super fan of them. Just weird.
I like it. They are weird, yeah.
Still all right, but not really.
Well, again, they're trying to. That's why a Marvel guy here is loving them, and a DC guy there is not loving them. But they definitely were aiming more at a guy like me than a standard DC guy like you. So.
Well, I like them, and I'm both.
But yeah, that's. I can't see how Gray doesn't like those. I mean, those are just stupid throughout. That's the Vertigo figured out initially. They started dropping off after a few years, but Vertigo figured out, hey, we should be like what we did in the late 60s in that segment we were just talking about, that House of Mystery run. And they brought that back. And yet again, I mean, they just didn't miss with the initial Vertigo. The Moore Sandman, the Hellblazer launch.
Loads of them.
I mean, this is what Gray calls bad. So what? That's the bottom of the barrel with it. Vertigo didn't miss. I was a Marvel snob back then and didn't really want to acknowledge it, but I knew.
I've got all the Vertigo and early Vertigo series.
It's just so good.
We've got Rogers here.
Hello,
guys.
Hey.
Hey, Kyle, big bro hug for the great news.
Did you see me crying earlier? Because I'm not doing it again.
Don't set him off again, please.
I've been watching for about half hour, but I've been cooking
You
and
cry
stuff, so I
every
couldn't
week.
text her.
How do people not love that? Look at that. That cover is a work of art.
I agree. I think he's one of the best cover artists ever. Oh.
And he did multimedia. I mean, that's, he'd layer it and glue stuff on.
The covers he did on the first Sandman issues were actually physical montages. He actually
that's what that was too. He just showed that. He kept doing that. He'd multimedia montage them and glue stuff on top of that.
Yeah.
And
They're collages.
Here's another print I got from Comic Fu, The Amazing Spider Squatch.
Okay. So Squatchy did that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Squatchy did it, but Comic Fu gave it to me.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Hey, Roger, did you see that 1897 pulp I showed and the sourdough.
I've been watching for the past half hour. I've just been cooking and stuff, so I couldn't. I had my hands full of stuff, you know.
What you been cooking, Roger?
Just some chicken and vegetables. Nothing fancy, unfortunately.
Hey, Raj, my lot went for $275. It only went for $275.
Well, all right. Yeah. That was a bargain. That was a bargain.
Yeah. Got a 1905 Platinum Age right out of the Overstreet. So,
well, I think the audience there was not like the most knowledgeable about those things. You know, you had Mark and a few others, but
yeah, there was comic book history for you.
Oh yeah, great. You want me to show some stuff, Gray?
Go for it.
All right.
Please, mate.
But
Wait. Me. I'm talking.
Graham needs it to work. Oh, he's been cut. I think he was talking about his books, and he keeps cutting out. He's gonna make us all twerk. Are you gonna make us twerk, Graham, or just you are the king of twerk?
You mean like he did with his beer buddy?
No, you're right, mate.
Yeah. Listen, you don't want to see him twerk. It's not a great sight. You know what I mean? You don't want to lose subs, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's just gonna try and
We haven't
prove
got that many viewers, Kyle.
We won't have any, believe me. So here are some of my ACGs. Ogden Whitney covers mostly.
Oh, that's great. That appears that one is is reproduced in Alan Class quite a lot.
Class. I was going to say, I bet you recognize this, Mark.
I do, yeah.
Roger, you like quirky things and production cells and
what
editors.
Do you think I had to hang out with you guys? Yeah.
Did I trade you that one, or is I still got it?
No, this is mine.
I got a up in Canada that got the editor cell from ACG from the 50s and 60s.
Really?
And you can get them about $4 a pop.
Oh.
So I need to plug you into my guy there.
All right. Yep, definitely.
There's ACG original negative art plates and
I'm there.
prints.
You can stop right there. You got me. Here's a little
these are great. This American Comics Group.
This got American Comics Group. This got some water damage from way back when. But I cleaned it up.
That's another Alan Class classic.
I knew they had the Tower, ACG, Charlton's. I mean,
Mark, I'm going to have to plug you and Roger both into my guy. So, because I'm not going to buy it all, but you guys can have it.
All right. Okay, Ray, here you go. Giant finger for you.
Giant fingers, yeah.
Right hand cover. It's the thing.
Oh, that one too. Yeah. Mark is on the spot. If we ever do giant insects, look at this one.
I just showed one.
Yeah, you did. You had a good one as well in your House of Mystery.
Oh, the House of Mystery. I saw that. I saw it.
Yep. Is that a dragonfly?
Yep, you got it.
I think I preferred Rays, actually.
You think that'll work for dragons next week?
Yeah, no. No.
What about caveman week?
If you share, the tool will give you a 10.
Oh, Gray. Don't be so dour. I mean, some of the covers are just like,
Right.
But others are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
These
just find English gentlemen walking on air here. I mean,
are these Forbidden Worlds hard to find?
Not really. No, not really.
Are they cheap? Are they expensive?
They're cheap. The thing is that nobody really carries them because they're old and nobody really collects them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But I love them. I love these things. And here's when we had the Wings week, I was like, I don't think I was in that one, but this is the one I was going to show. It's a beautiful Ogden Whitney here.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
With a little
nice
kind of pink or magenta, back there.
Yeah, I like the colors.
Yeah. All right.
Hostile projectile. Hostile projectile for you, Gray.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Hey,
Kyle, any comments?
Nice hostile projectile. I can't talk dirty for a month.
Yeah.
No,
you have to behave.
I had Mark was going to give 20% of his bought sales, or Mark
It's
was going
only-
to give 10% of his lot sales if I was nice to him or whatever. And I said, dude, if you give 20%, I'll behave myself for a month with you.
Wow. I'm going to have you on my channel several times then.
No,
Now, I don't have
no.
to behave with you, but
Only
no.
me.
hey,
He's not
while
allowed.
while we're at a break in between there, I need to show you and Mark this. Enlarge me to show these, but I'm telling you, watch those two spaces.
I got 2 more to show. You can go. How's that?
All right, show those two, and then I'm going to show
There you
you these.
This is Nemesis and Magic Man.
Oh yes, yeah.
Keep that handy. Keep that book handy.
All right. Here's Nazi soldiers being snared by
A tree.
tree.
I got that one. I got that one.
You got that one? Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
All right, now this is one I was going to use for ugly clothes, but Matilda was rough, right? But here we go, Herbie on Forbidden Worlds. Look at that get up back there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would have been perfect.
And
That
who's
would
that
have been
there?
good.
Who's that actress?
That would be Liz Taylor.
Yeah, Liz Taylor.
Liz Taylor.
Liz Taylor, yeah.
Beautiful looking right there, isn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
And lastly,
There you go, for Ogden Whitney.
first cover appearance of Herbie Popnecker right
Oh,
there.
really? That is first
Second,
cover.
Right.
second appearance, but first cover appearance.
Is
Wow.
the first cover appearance of Kyle?
There you go.
Hey, Kyle was a buff guy back in the day. Now, he's frumpy
Yeah.
like me. But,
Yeah, I think I've seen some pictures
I
of
have my
Kyle.
phone.
It didn't really
Hey,
look
Ronald,
like
how
that.
you doing, my friend?
Yeah. Now, pick up that what's his face, that hero.
That one.
And what's the name of that? What's the name of that story in there?
Magic Man meets Nemesis.
Yeah. So the Menace of Magic. Are you ready for this? Is it the Menace of Magic? Is it Magic Man meeting Nemesis? Is this a page from that book?
Let's see. What page?
my!
What page is
It's
that?
it's a page from that book. Page, I think 5 is in the corner there.
Yep, that's a 5.
Who's drawn that? Is that Ogden Whitney original art?
Now, this is not the original art. So it's part of that storyline. I think this may be, if it's not that issue, it's the issue right before or the issue after, but I'm pretty sure it's the issue you're holding.
It might be.
Because
that
that's
might
like,
be- Is it Forbidden Worlds or Unknown Worlds?
it's the run with what's his face there.
Okay. I don't see it in here.
Okay, so this is like, and I thought with the cover, it might be the issue before that.
It could be.
Now, mind you, what this is the editorial photo stat. This is the approval. This is the artist approval photo stat. Okay. I know the guy that bought the estate sale out from that editor.
Ooh.
He has stacks of these. I was content with one. You will have pages of these at your fingertips there, Mark and Roger. But again, this is the artist photo stat, because it's not original art, but it's got the approval, it's got the dates and everything on it. Okay, but
That
make
looks
sure
familiar. I've seen that issue somewhere.
it's the issue before or after that one. If it's not
That's
the
nice.
one you have, it's the issue afterwards.
Okay.
Now, do you see what this is?
Well, it appears to be reversed.
It's an
Acetate.
acetate. It's the
Acetate.
original acetate sheet.
Yep.
With these, this is the whiteout or whatever of that color. This is the proof sheet for the issue of Cardboard Casanova from ACG.
Not
Now,
familiar.
mind you, it is not orange. Orange is what I have behind it.
So
That
it's
is
a
the
nib-
black
yeah,
and white
yeah,
proof sheet.
Yeah. It's that's clear. The lettering's clear. Yeah.
Okay. How about the bikini? I've got it written down where these are specifically from,
Okay.
but see the corrections on it. This is the offset proof page that came right out of the editor's desk at the estate sale.
Wow.
There are hundreds of these.
Wow.
That's
I can-
worked quite well in reverse.
I can plug you into my guy. Do you get Roger, do you want plugged into my guy?
Yeah, I'd love to have some pages with Herbie Popnecker.
I never saw any Herbie in that.
It's a much they cost, isn't it?
The Nemesis, I keep forgetting
How
his
much
name.
would you go for?
The superhero Nemesis. There's tons of that.
Yeah, that's Unknown Worlds, isn't it?
I can get these for $4 to $10 a pop.
Oh, I'll have some of that.
How much they go for is
a deal.
more than that potentially.
Yeah, that's
but I can plug you into my guy.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
I wouldn't mind some of that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But I was literally content with the 3 things I got. I didn't need more. They're always there. They're trickling out, but yeah.
Is he local to you?
Huh?
Is he local to you?
He's in Canada, and it's not Montreal Johnny either. So he's in Canada. Okay. But and the editor, which again his name eludes me, but if you open that up, the EIC basically of ACG back then, the guy that ran ACG, it came out of his estate sale. This came out of his desk. This was his files in his desk.
Yeah, I'd love some of it. Yeah, okay. Put me in touch, Kyle. I'd be interested.
Yeah.
Right,
and then you got all these pretty girls in bikinis there, and then you got the big girl right there.
Yeah, well, there you go. Big bottom girls.
Roger, if you've got that Nemesis handy, pop that open and rattle off the name, and I'll be able to.
What is that bikini from? What issue is that from?
Some love. It's issue like number 50 of Love Romance or something.
Be a romance title.
Yeah, some love romance or something.
The artist is Pete Costanza. The story is by Zev Miller.
But the editor in chief,
doesn't say. That's it.
The guy, anybody looks it up, the guy that basically ran ACG, that's where that came from. An estate sale. And I know who got this stuff from it.
Yeah, I know the name, I forgot it.
There would be provenance from his hands to my guy's hands to your hands. And that stuff, that photo stat is what, 1965?
Yeah.
One of the
they ceased publication in the mid 60s. So
yeah, one of the acetates I have is like early 60s, the other one's late 50s. And there's a straight line provenance from the man who ran ACG to my guy, then will be to you. There is a traceable provenance there to be had.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's not the most important thing to me, but you know.
But yeah, I mean, it doesn't go through many hands, but I'm the guy that finds that crap. So
the founder was Benjamin Sanger. But Hughes, Iger, and Donenfeld were the key people.
Well, it wasn't Harry Donenfeld's poll, but Donenfeld had his fingerprints on it, but I didn't think it was Sanger.
Could it be
Maybe Richard? It was Sanger. Maybe it was Sanger, the Sanger estate.
Could be the Sanger estate, yeah.
But I mean, if I could do multiple screens on here, I'd pull it up and actually show it to you. But there's provenance straight from one of those big. It's not Harry Donenfelder. I'd never let any of them go.
Okay, all right. And I severely doubt it's Fred Iger. Severely doubt he must.
It's not Iger. It's not Iger.
He was one of the studios that did. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not the artist. It's EIC basically.
It could be Richard Hughes. I think Paolo might be right on that.
Is Paolo right on Richard Hughes?
He could be Richard Hughes. Yeah,
I don't think it was Richard Hughes.
I know he was on the editorial staff of ACG. I know that for sure. I don't know if he was the top guy, but.
Anyway. If I get my brain working, or if I remember, it's like I said, it's straight provenance. My connection there was in the right place at the right time and got it for next to nothing.
Great. Could you put me back on? I just want to show a few things before I disappear.
Don't disappear. Oh. Don't disappear.
Oh man, I think there were a couple things in market.
I've got a few things here I got from some strange guy in the States. So the first thing I'm going to show you, I did not get this from a strange guy in the States. This is Black Pearl #1. And this was a comic by Mark Hamill, who is Luke Skywalker. The reason I bought this is because
I got that.
I did a trade with Kal-El, and I got this, which is a flyer for the Black Pearl, which is actually signed by Mark Hamill.
Ooh,
Nice.
Not many people have that. That's
He's
a
out there.
distributor's piece.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like. Yeah.
so
That's a distributor's piece.
Carnival. Yeah.
yeah, so I got this from Kyle, and then I went out and bought a copy of Black Pearl to go with the flyer. So I thought that was quite
Cool.
nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, Kyle, your Christmas card arrived on Monday.
Good. Good.
So another couple of the items I got that we traded with Kyle. This is the homage swimsuit special from 1983. Now,
93.
93. And this is the ash can.
Yep.
This is, sorry, 93. This is the ash can.
That's a 90s ash can, not a real ash can.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's the 90. You're right. However, it does actually contain the first J. Scott Campbell artwork. So he started with homage, and he did 2 of the swimsuit pinups in here, and this was his first published artwork. And the ash can did come out about 2 months before the comic, so this is actually his first published artwork.
And I let go of it.
Like preview issues, right? They were like previews, or
yeah, there were. But you're right, they weren't proper ash cans. And then we got the certificate of authenticity that came with my Christmas card.
Yeah, I had switched those around to ship them and forgot to put the search.
Also, similar vein, this is the ash can for Darker Image 1, which I think is the first appearance of the Max.
Yep.
I got one of those, Mark. I got that one.
You've got that one.
You got that ash can?
I got it. I won it in a contest.
Oh, you won it in a contest. Nice.
Yep.
And then this little label on the side. My label's broken because I've had a look. Somebody
had a little. Yeah.
Actually, the seal was kind of tore away when I got it from my guy. It wasn't like open, but it showed up that way.
Yeah. That's
so
fine.
he gave me it for free because the seal was cracked, and then it was broke enough where it could just be open.
Yeah.
So because it was that way, I got it for free.
So, and again, certificate of authenticity. I don't know what these mean.
Ironically, he wanted those non-signed ones, and I got a stack of signed ones up there from Bissett and all them. But
right, one of the other things I got from Kyle was a number of these sort of packs of 3 comics. So I got 2 or 3 from him. There it is. Yeah, Snap.
How many of these do you have, Roger?
Still has a little seal on it,
Yeah.
Never been opened or whatever.
Oh, yours has never been opened. Mine's been opened.
Now that was the only one of those that was opened. All the rest of mine are sealed.
Oh, okay.
Or they didn't come with a seal. Some of them didn't come with a seal. Roger, how many?
You open them now, Mark.
Sorry, am I going to open them now? I'm not opening them now.
Mark, you open that in front of me, and I'm gonna break my telephone. Roger, how many 1960s still?
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
1960 what?
That's a
If you open them
1968.
now,
Kyle did this with me in a trade. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any of those. No,
We
I have
had to put a value on it.
60s packs, not 60s.
So I had to put a value on it. He said, "Oh no, this one, the other 2, lowest value. He said, "Oh no, this one's worth a lot more. These are very rare." So when I got it, I opened up eBay, and the first thing I saw was one of these at a third of the price that Kyle had told me to pay for it.
Did you get it?
I did.
I was gonna say, if you got a sealed one, you got the second one I've ever seen.
Wow, look at that.
Right now, I have to say this one is faded. Kyle's one is not faded. This is you can see this is a lot. Can you see it's more faded?
Yeah.
So Kyle's one is better grade, I'll have to say, and also this one has got a bit of damage down here. So although this was a third of the price, it is not in as good condition as the one that Kyle. And then I saw,
And as far as I know, those are the only two in existence. I've never seen a third one.
well,
It's
and
on
then,
free.
and then I found this thing, which is another one of these, but
Yeah,
slightly
and
different.
I've never seen it.
Slightly different issues. Again, I got this for about $20 on US eBay. The guy did tell me I'd got a good deal.
You did.
Well, yeah,
You did. Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I do know somebody who has that
Never-
one. Mo. I do know somebody who has that one with the elephant cover.
With
Yeah.
the elephant on it. Yeah.
Never seen it sealed. I've seen them tore open.
No,
I've
it's
never
sealed.
seen it sealed.
Yeah, sealed. And I do like these. I do think these are great. I think they're great. You know, I like Beetle Bailey, and I like Popeye. And what's in the middle? It's Blondie. Blondie. In the
Blondie.
middle. But you can't see Blondie.
Still sealed. Those are
He's not reading.
incredibly rare.
The fact
Those
that
are
flimsy poly
red.
bag is still intact
Sure, it
is a
don't matter
miracle.
if you like them or not, because you're not going to need them.
That's 55. That is 55 years old, unopened.
Yeah.
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 That is insanely rare.
These the ones in your one and the ones in this one are really, they're in near, very fine near mint condition.
Which again, the comics inside of them are $10 to $20 comics in high grade. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But sealed in the bag.
Yep.
Those were stocking stuffers.
Yeah. I have
They're
to say,
unicorns, dude.
I think I hit lucky, Kyle, because I have looked again and I've got nowhere near the prices that I got on those two. I've just got.
Yeah.
They're gonna be warehouse buying. I told you, if you find any of those under $60, get them.
Well, the problem is that flimsy poly bag, unless it's stored in a certain condition, it gets brittle, and then that's it. So you see a lot of the single issues, perhaps, but the poly bag intact.
Yeah, it gets brittle, it gets damp, they fall apart.
I have a couple. Even in good conditions in Florida, they don't last. So
Really? Okay, it's maybe sunlight. Sunlight probably.
sunlight will kill them.
Sunlight, dampness, they're unicorns, dude. You just held up 3 unicorns.
These are all 3 of them.
And that literally,
I am from arid environments because
You got any
anything
more?
humid.
those are the only 3 sealed 1960s bags intact I've ever seen. Because if I saw them, I got them. Period. I just went after them. So I knew there were some out there, but
I really like them. I won't be opening them. So yeah.
well, and again, you can sell the
Right,
lesser
these are
grade
blurry.
ones.
Is there fog in London or something? What's up with the blurriness there?
It's Greyman's internet.
Oh, okay.
I think if he twerks, it'd show up better.
Can you not see them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see 'em.
A little blurry is all. Yeah.
Well, there's no point in me showing them if they can't be seen. I'm wasting my time.
When you put them up close, you can see them pretty good.
Mark, you still made out like a bandit with me, and you made out like a bandit even more when you got.
Oh, don't get. I'm fine, mate.
But I'm just saying, you made out like a bandit with those because
that first J. Scott
hard to get.
That first J. Scott Campbell thing is worth way more than we put on it on the deal.
Well, yeah, and I ain't worried about it because honestly, I got the one that was tore open for free, and I'm pretty sure I didn't pay more than $2 for any of the rest of them, including the autographed ones. But I got them when they came out. I got them pre-imaged.
Yeah, of course.
I got those before Image was actually out. Like they were talking about them in Wizard, but before Image was Image, I got a hold of them.
Was this guy a reincarnated Aztec? Aztec guy? He doesn't look like an Aztec to me, but
he's like a technological kind of guy. It's a Grant Morrison creation around about the time he was writing JLA, and he joined into the JLA in his run.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think he might have originated in the Aztec time. He was like a warrior kind of breeding kind of program through the centuries to create the ultimate kind of man, that kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
Seems pretty cool. But it only lasted for 10 issues, and I've not read it since it came out, so don't ask me to give you any in-depth stuff about it.
No, I just was curious, that's all.
Who's Chase?
Yeah. I'm not even sure. I don't know what half the time I'm being heard or not, so it's just annoying. My internet's crap.
Oh, we can hear you fine.
A couple of times I do talk and no one hears it. I'll give up. There you go.
There's that Chase 1 million. Yeah, I was like, when I picked that up, I was like, "Who's this?"
You've
I
got
never
that.
heard this guy. He got a 1 million issue.
1 million issue.
I got my dragons picked out, Gray.
Change it over to someone else, and it's not working. I keep dragging it over, and it's not working.
What?
There we go.
We were watching. We were seeing you. Oh.
Mystery.
No, literally, I dragged it about.
Only a few
So,
minutes
Roger,
ago.
you know
You
the
just take a
story
look
of
at
that,
the
right?
Is this Adam Strange?
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
Yes.
of you guys know the Adam Strange story? The Bet? Who knows the Bet story
Which story?
of Adam Strange?
Gray
Bet.
knows it.
Nice.
The bet between what's his name? Between
Gardner Fox?
between Gardner Fox and Julius Schwartz. Come on, you guys know the Bet story, right?
I don't know.
I've heard of it, but I don't
No.
know what it's about. Yeah.
Who's the other one? Who's the other space adventurer other than Adam Strange?
Space Ranger.
Was
Captain
it Space,
Comet?
was Space Ranger? The
Captain
two of them
Comet.
came out about the same time. There was like a Gardner Fox and Julie Schwartz
Captain
bet
Comet.
on which one of them would be the biggest hit. And since Julie Schwartz had the say so, God, I love that cover. Julie put Adam Strange more prominent on his first appearance and made it better, and like had the artist do bigger things on him to make Strange outsell Sky Pirate or Space Ranger or whatever.
Space Ranger. They both appeared in Showcase.
Was it not Captain Comet?
No, it was like Space Ranger, yeah. And they had a running bet on which one was going to be bigger, and Schwartz won, but he kind of cheated. He kind of made
I think they both lost out to the Silver Surfer.
yeah.
Big time.
But there was a whole bet with those when they got to choose between them, and Julie kind of made all the Adam Strange covers better.
Ring covers, Ray. Ring covers.
Ring covers. George Wilson cover.
I've not seen these before.
Just keep in mind here.
Do you believe it or not?
And where's the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum?
I've been to a couple.
San Francisco.
I think there's a few, isn't there, Kyle?
Yeah, I've been to the one
Well,
in Florida, St. Augustine. A couple
There's
times.
one in
There's
London.
the main one. The St. Augie one is the original.
Yeah, they make a big deal of it back there.
I went to the one in San Francisco when I was
Here's
13.
Gray Man. Here's Gray Man when he was younger.
Yeah, the St. Augustine one's the original.
Not much younger. And look, he's hitting the donuts hard too.
Yeah, the only problem is he's not drinking stout.
Oh, the sea hags.
Yeah.
Does he work on the inside there?
I don't think so, Kyle. Just
I will be forever
just my,
traumatized.
just my assumption there, but oh, that's a good one.
Was that an assumption? Oh my.
Assumption?
Yeah, Graham, you have traumatized us.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Definitely.
Hey, that's verge on being naughty there. So I'm calling you out.
Oh,
Be
okay.
careful.
No, I was saying assumption, but I wasn't calling Mark that. So
No, it's only me. That doesn't
It's
apply
only
to
you.
me.
All right.
You can call the rest of your names.
Oh, okay. Jeez, Mark, you should have held out for the whole thing, you know. Cool. Weird, eerie, authentic. That describes Kyle to a T.
yep. And if you keep saying that, Stapp, I'm gonna get up and start twerking. I'm gonna get up and start twerking right here.
Yeah, giant face, Ray. Giant face. I'm giving Rayman ideas here. You know.
The printing always looks pretty good. Oh, it's a Whitman.
Yeah, that's just the direct version of
Yeah.
the old key at that point. Yeah.
You got all your dragon covers?
I do. I'm ready. Listen, I'm not foaming at the mouth. I am just flaming at the mouth.
I don't think I'm gonna be there next week.
Oh man, we'll miss you. Because if
Well,
you're
I
there,
guess
you get me nervous as heck. So.
I think Roscoe's coming back, right?
Russell coming back. All right. I got a chance then. Ooh, that's cool. You see, Matilda would give that a 10 no matter what the count.
I get a 10. Doesn't matter what the subject is.
Doesn't matter what it is. It could be slathering dragons. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I hope she's not watching here and like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I hope yes, she would see her favorite boy misbehaving.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Listen, I've lost half of the battles I've been on. All right, so
Which means you've won 50% of the 6 contestants. That is a bit above batting above the average, isn't it?
You got to be worried about Mr. Bill.
Yes,
Him and his Conan.
Conan's, yeah.
Conan's.
But you got to remember that a lot of the like Ray has a better percentage than I do. Bob has a better percentage. Jambo has a better percentage. So.
Pretty sure I've lost more than I've won.
Oh no, Gray
I've
hasn't
come
won more
last
than you.
more than I come first.
I don't track last, but I know you've won. Let me see. You have won 19
Ooh.
of the 115.
And how many have you won, Roger?
I've won 20 of the 41 I've been in.
Pathetic.
Oh, okay. All right. So you've won 50% of the ones you've done.
Almost, yeah.
And Gray has won less than 20% of the ones he's done.
Ray's won 4. He's only been in like 6. So
All right. Well,
So what's my stats there, Roger?
your stats sad. Hold on.
I think I'm about 4 for none.
You haven't won at all?
Nope. I haven't got higher than 3rd.
It took me like a dozen times to get to 3rd. I was either first or
I like
second.
that. I like the Clive Barker stuff.
I think I have you winning 4 times.
Twice a river, Kyle.
I have you winning 4 times, maybe 5. I'm not sure.
I know I tied a couple of wins. So.
Yeah, but that's a win. To me, that's the same as a win. Hold on. 1. Of course, you haven't been on all that many times, Kyle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have you winning 4. I think you've been on about 10 times, so that's not bad.
That's not bad. 40%.
Yeah.
And except for one time, if I didn't finish first, I finished second.
Yeah, you're always up there.
But I'm going to celebrate whatever.
There was a time I had like that 1 or 2 streak, and then like I went like last 2 in a row. I was like,
You've never been last.
I have twice in a row.
No way.
That was it. That was only 2 times.
I don't remember that.
We don't believe that. Gray and I think this is not likely.
Listen, I
Seems
can
unlikely.
give you the episodes if you're gonna go back and watch them.
You could put up a My Little Pony cover for satanic rites.
Yeah.
And
I got that one.
go, oh, those are lovely
You'll get
colours.
less than an 8.
I got that one.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
You can have a 10.
Listen, guys. All I'm saying is this. You guys have to know Matilda and use strategy for her. Okay. You guys just can't. Oh, if it's this, you just can't show something that's like it. You have to look at a lot of factors. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what those are because I want to keep winning, but you have to do that.
No one knows Matilda.
I sometimes get it
I'll be
wrong.
working
but
on some
worked
new
out
video
one
shoots.
fact, which is Conan.
Yeah. You can bamboozle
I've
her
got
with
some
certain
new
characters.
clips.
Oh, I got that one too, Ray. Yeah, that's a cool one. Scorpion covers, Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I have 5 Scorpion covers now.
Roscoe hasn't worked out that.
Just look at your Conan.
No,
This is
Roscoe
my
hasn't
favourite
worked it
cover.
out.
Doesn't really work with Matilda.
No, Roscoe has his own little technique, and it often doesn't work. Racing covers, Ray. How's that? Have we done racing?
Have you done racing?
Yeah, racing.
That's a good one. Could it be horse
Yeah,
racing?
I think you showed a dodgy Ghost Rider for racing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The Ghost Rider one. Yeah, that you lambasted. Yeah, I got that one too, Ray. Mushroom covers
No, I think it was sport.
was what?
All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I will see you, or I'll see some of you tomorrow.
All right, Marka.
And we've got your
Hey,
nephew
Mark.
tomorrow, Kyle.
Yeah. I thought he was going to pop in on the thing here, but he has definitely got my grandnephew, who I gave the 1,000. I gave the 4 long boxes to. He got over 1,000 comics. He's going to show some of those off. And
Has he graduated yet, or is he still at college?
he's just started university. He's only 18.
Oh, okay.
Just started.
Lucky guy.
Yeah.
So, like, I gave him my Daredevil number 3 and stuff like that. But
He hasn't
Can
sold
you
it.
adopt me, Kyle? Can you adopt me?
yeah, that's the kind of running thing. I don't know. Everybody I know seems to be just getting these awesome books off of me. What do you think?
I tell you, I mean, really. Oh, see, that's love. That would be great for On the Water. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah,
Ghost.
That's a great
These
Yeah.
Bronze Age horror are great, aren't they?
Yeah.
Who,
Yeah, but the DC horror line, I think Kyle was saying, man, they were just awesome. I mean, you had Kaluta, Adams, you had Luis Dominguez, of course, Wrightson, you have Jax, you had Sparling on a lot of, I mean, just great, one after the other.
Yeah.
Artists. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, hold on a second, Ray. Before Mark
Yep.
goes away, let me show you a few of the dollar books I got today. So,
yeah.
Go for it.
because I'm going to wrap up with, I'm not going to show all of them, but little bit of marble. Here's the variant, you know, and again for $1 or less. Star Wars #1, the variant, still sealed.
Would you go half price?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice little newsstand 90s Superman.
Big face cover.
Oh,
Yeah,
talk about
definitely.
I did cartwheels when I saw this one.
Oh, cool.
Super Friends.
Nice. Super Friends.
A Whitman variant Super Friends. I've never owned one.
Cool.
And a Whitman.
Yeah, those are. I wouldn't say rare, but scarce.
Scarce, yeah. I don't care if it's a beater copy. I love these. There's FF10. There's whole.
That doesn't look too bad, Kyle. That looks.
I
really good.
love these. They're old
Probably
beater
small.
copies. I want
Yeah, I
all
like
these.
them.
Lines are always split on those, but
Yeah, it's knocked all to snot, but I don't care because now I have a whole 2.
cool.
Here's an Ice Cream Man 32 since he was the artist was just on Drax thing.
Cool.
Drax show.
Actual
I needed to pick one of these up eventually. So now that I've got this, the actual regular edition of the Alice Cooper, since I have the Gaiman and Alice Cooper autographed one, now I have the regular one. Blame this one on Graham, Justice League Task Force 1.
Okay.
All right. This one I could not leave behind and still can't believe I got it for $1.
Third print? Yeah, third print. Right.
Third
Yeah.
print.
Third print. Yep.
The scarcely third print. Here's some Simonson Batman. Some Simonson Thor. Now aim this one at Mark. One of the Bongo Futurama.
Yeah. Oh, those are pricey now. I missed an auction where I could have got a number of those. Oh.
Aliens versus Predators 2.
You got Gray Super Friends want list on there.
Yeah. Day of Judgment when Hal Jordan became Spectre.
Hal Jordan became Spectre.
Serious.
And of course, I got to wrap it with the booby cover. And again, I needed to have another one of these because the other one I got's all scribbled on and
I got 2
autographed
of
by
those.
5 people. My other one's autographed by 5 different people on front of it. So,
Nice.
All those scribbles. They ruined it.
but yeah, that's just a brief thing. I don't even know how many comic books I got because some of these are in 3 or 4 bag containers. Some I got for 50 cents, some I got for a couple of dollars. You know, I think the average price of everything I got today was like 77 cents per for the stuff I've already
Nice.
shown up. In
Nice.
This, you know, so
Yeah.
The way
I
to
made
do
out
it.
like a bandit today for watching a dog. So,
Hey, that's the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
and literally, I haven't even shown off this much more. And there's stuff like 80s Batman's in there. So no dragons, but bats. So yeah, I clean for free. So I babysat a dog and
Hey, are you
cleaned.
spending your dog sitting money, Kyle?
But that's and it wasn't money because if they'd have given me money, I would have spent it on something else. But he gave me a half price books gift card. So
Nice.
which I got a half price books gift card for me at a smaller amount, but I made a deal with them when I watched their dog. Instead of me getting all the bank, I get the gift card and my wife gets a massage gift card, which actually costs $25 more. So my wife gets a $125 massage out of me watching this dog for a week.
Cool.
I should what?
All right, Mark. Good night, sir.
Good night, Mark.
Bye, guys. See you
Bye,
tomorrow.
Mark.
See you next week. Well, I don't think I'll be there tomorrow, so I'll see you next week.
That's how big of a sweetie I am. For me watching a dog while I'm sick, I give my wife a $125 massage. So,
Nice. My wife gets free massages from moi.
If I could give her an hour-long full massage without it being so painful, I would. But
Well, my wife can last like 10 minutes, and then she's like, okay,
Checkmate.
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 The other thing I used to get until they closed them down, which makes me sad, I used to get, like, I'd help people out and they'd give me gift cards to sensory deprivation tanks because I could live in those.
Wow. The Altered State made those kind of popular back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, I am so content in it. And they're like, oh, you can turn on lights and you can turn on sound. And I'm like, why? I'm in a sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah, you don't want anything.
I sit, float, and be gone. So.
Checkmate was an organization, right, Gray?
Yeah. Government, based US government.
Right.
And stuff
Super
like
Friends
that.
1, 3, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's your Super Friends list.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me see what issue number that is. Super Friends. I didn't, because they're not numbered on that Whitman.
I'm going to a convention in about a month or so, Gray. So I got your want list site there. So we'll see what I can find for you.
How come nobody ever
they're the
asked?
cheapest cheats in America, aren't they?
Hey, Roger. How come nobody ever asked about my want list when they go do that?
All right, go send me your want list. I figure your stuff is going to be expensive though. Gray,
I need Silver Surfer 1, Silver Surfer 4,
Yeah, no.
X-Men 94.
No, that ain't happening, dude. Listen, maybe Rayman can dig those out sometimes, but not me.
All right. How about a 1943 Captain America Human Torch?
Cool. Peacemaker. Listen, if I find that, you ain't getting your grubby hands on it.
Yeah. That's what I said. For nothing. You know, if I wanted to get one of those, I got stuff I could flip for it. So
I know.
I'm getting there. So I just gotta enjoy these. I gotta enjoy these. Now I gotta look at what number this is.
I just got one that I won a contest, and he wasn't supposed to send me comics, but he did. And in there are some Super Friends. Who's that? Cheshire?
All right. Now let me look
at Lashino of the Female Furies.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't need this one. This one's 15. What a shame. Can't send that one to Graham. Of course, I've never had a Super Friends Whitman, so.
Yeah, those are not everywhere. That's for sure.
Well, there's a limited print. The DCs are like a 5 to 7% print run.
It depends. Like some of the more popular, like Superman in Action, were a little higher. I spoke to a guy many years ago who says that he was one of the guys that actually did the distribution of them in Miami. And he said that the Superman Action, those were a little higher, but those like Super Friends were lower.
Okay, wait.
But
you just said with a straight face, a guy distributed Whitmans in Miami?
No, that guy, he didn't distribute it. He was the guy who worked in the distributorship that got them, I guess, in Miami.
I call BS.
He could have been lying to me.
I straight up call BS because those weren't distributed down south.
Oh no, they were. They definitely were. I bought them in Woolworth down here.
In Miami.
Yep. Sure did.
Somebody pulled a side shady deal.
Well, that's possible.
That's matter of fact. That is matter of fact.
It is Miami now, so anything could have happened. You know?
The Whitman, well, you know, because the guys that ran the book companies back then, it was all mob. It was all mob.
Right.
Right through. It was.
And in Miami, there were quite a bit of them.
But and they weren't supposed to go there.
Maybe not. But
no, they weren't supposed to go. They weren't. That's Midwest distribution, because that's out of Wisconsin.
Yep.
The Eastern Seaboard, DC actually made a contract deal
Yep.
You know, Marvel actually wanted printed comics from them and used them as Midwest distribution. DC got in on the deal, but it was only for Midwest distribution. They could not distribute East Coast. They could not distribute West Coast with it. Miami is East Coast.
Yep.
It literally could not go south of Nashville or Knoxville. Could
Well,
not go south of Knoxville. Could not go west.
I like that, Gray Man.
Quatchy. Yeah, it's Quatchy.
That's cool. Bigfoot.
It could not go south of Knoxville,
I like it.
west of St. Louis, east of Columbus, Ohio. Could not. That was a written contract. Now, this I found out from people that actually did that. That was the written contract for a percentage. So if they went down to Florida.
I know I bought them in Woolworth down in Midway Mall. So
somebody was literally robbing trucks and selling them.
Taking them down there. All right, I'm going to show you some things here, and I'm not sure what these are. Maybe Kyle knows. They're called the Scrambler Reading Series, and it's a PAL paperback product, and it's like one color comics.
Well, they're not American; those are Australian, right?
Copyright Ontario, Canada.
Okay, so they were printed in Canada.
Printed in Canada.
1971, 72.
77.
Oh, then that was just some side press thing.
Okay.
I seriously doubt any big name artist to be in it. That'd just be a side press thing. The Canadian one colors.
The artist here, this guy is Dave Wenzel.
Yeah.
Space Trucker. This is Space Trucker.
That's interesting.
My guess is if you look those up, that's like a book publisher, like a Minor Penguin or something like that, and it's a book publisher, and they just printed some comic books to try and hype.
Oh, but you know who did art here is Frank Bole.
There you go,
Frank Bole. Yeah.
So now, granted, Bole was. Speaking of Bole, I have an original Bole Sunday strip up there. If you want to talk about trading for that.
I can't find any information on this, Kyle. That's why I'm asking you, because I can't find any information online on these things.
No, that's like a small press thing. They just hire out advertising agents or whatever to do it. But if you look up the rubbers, and those are the one colors. I figured they would have been Australian, but they're not American. I knew that, and they're not for American distribution.
Yeah, here's Bole Wenzel again.
Honestly, if you look up, don't go looking up comic books. Look up like the Rubber Soul Kid or whatever paperback, and more than likely that's what it is. Is those are supplements.
This one's cool. This is like kind of horror-ish.
Ooh, I like that.
I got these like for like nothing. Like they were in like in a box in a convention for like a quarter or something.
Well, that's just people don't know what they are. You know, you get the Bole art. Even Bole's not that popular though. You know what Frank Bole's most popular work was?
No, what?
Winnie Winkle.
Winnie Winkle. I'll be. The art in here is not bad, actually. It's not bad, not terrible.
Do you want a piece of original Winnie Winkle art?
No.
Okay.
No.
If you want, I was just saying, if you wanted a Bole, a Charlton guy, you know, Bole's most.
Yeah. Okay, so let me show you these. These are not comics; these are indexes, but they're really cool.
And then those are amazing. And a lot of them had original covers on them.
They did. And of course, your buddy did this one, did the series.
JM did that.
No, Olszewski.
Or Zukowski did those.
Yeah, that's right.
Tom Warzakowski. Yeah, some side project stuff.
Project stuff. Yeah.
So what in your opinion is Bole's best art?
I only know his Charlton stuff. I really don't know other than that stuff I just showed you.
Tales of the Shroud.
Tales of the Shroud, yeah. Who did this cover?
The one Cyclops cover. That's Neil Adams.
You got it.
All you gotta do is look at Vision. You can see that's Neil Adams feet away.
From the power burst is how I can tell.
Vision Space, Marvel stance.
There he is down there. All right, who did this one? First one to say.
That looks like Paul Gulacy the way it's painted.
Nope. Close. You're right. It does kind of look like a Lacey.
If that's not Brunner, is it?
Look at the skull there.
Well, that kind of says Brunner.
Nope. Look at the name.
Is that Steranko?
Steranko, yeah.
Oh, see, we couldn't see it because like the light glare was right on top of it, so
okay.
Couldn't see the name.
All right, Ray, this one's for you, buddy.
Thor. Awesome.
Now that's not an original picture. What's that from?
Isn't it? It's not original?
No, that's not an original picture. Most of those had original pictures on it, but that's not an original picture because that's still one of the indexes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cover to Marvel Preview 7.
I don't think so, Kyle. It's similar.
The cover of the first, but I could see that as soon as you held it up. That's what I thought that was Preview 7.
Yeah, this is Olszewski's stuff. I don't think so, Kyle. It's similar, but I have Marvel Preview 7, but I don't think that's it. I think maybe it's like a take on it. But
yeah.
God, who did this? They usually tell you who the cover artist is, but they don't tell you on this one.
It's not Jusko.
Oh, Tim Conrad.
Oh, that's a Tim Conrad knock of a Jusko.
Okay.
That's all that is.
I'm not familiar with that artist, Kyle. So
Tim's good, but they got him to kind of mimic Corbin and other artists. But he's not Corbin, and he's not Starlin, and he's not.
No, definitely not that. There's a Strange Tales.
That's cool. I like that.
Look at that. Now,
Billy Graham.
I don't think so, Kyle. Let me see. I can't quite put my finger on this one.
It looks like Billy Graham.
If you can recognize Billy Graham, you're a superstar, my friend. No, that's Tim Conrad.
Well, then that's Conrad, and I'm Billy Graham too.
Was that not a joke, superstar Billy Graham?
Yeah, right.
No, there's an actual artist called Billy Graham that he's an African American. He's an African American artist.
Now.
Yeah, he's an African American artist in the 70s. He's pretty good. He's got a distinct style.
This is a really strange looking Hulk to me.
That's another Conrad knockoff of Stranko, I'm guessing.
Ken Stacy.
Or Stacy.
Yeah. It's hard to figure out these artists on these things. It really is because
they're straight up knocking off. I mean, that's a knockoff. That's a Stranko knockoff right there.
Now this is a reprint. I'm pretty sure, Kyle, of Everett.
That's an internal page. That's not even a cover. That's an internal page. That's like from.
I've definitely seen that.
That's actually a piece from Motion Picture Spunny Weekly.
I think you're right.
Or Marvel One.
Bill Everett. Yeah, that's Bill Everett. All right.
Yeah, that's a piece from the original story.
Yeah, it says here cover photograph from the Submariner comics of Golden Age. That's all it says.
Yeah, that's from the original story. So.
Now this you'll know right off the bat.
Well, that's Stranko all day long.
You got it. Yeah, it's part of that poster he did. Yeah, you're right, Paolo. It doesn't look like Stacy to me either, but that's what it says on the
Well,
cover.
they're doing knockoff. They're using the newer guys at the time because those are late 70s, early 80s, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Here's another Stacy.
See, now that looks more like a Stacy. And again, anybody that knows comics knows that's the cover of Iron Man 100.
Yeah, with the chain. Yeah.
That's the Starlin cover in 900. That's just a cut and paste of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You say these are all catalogs?
Indexes.
That I desperately need that. I desperately need that. Do you know why I desperately need that? That's the Brent Anderson Rubinstein piece, right?
Brent Anderson, that's correct.
That is absolutely original to that book that you're
and it's a
holding
wraparound.
there. That is the absolute, and it's got the old team on the backside of it.
Got it. Let me show you.
I've owned that before. I will own it again, but that is an absolute original to that book.
It's a beautiful piece of art, really is.
That is. They made it. It was so beautiful. They made it into a poster.
And Terry Austin, I think, did the inks on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so good. They made that into a poster.
Yeah. Yeah. Brett did a great job on that.
Brent never got the credit he deserved. I'm sorry, but them first 10 issues of Kazar.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Those were outstanding things.
So good.
Yeah. All right. Here.
So good.
Wrapping it up here with this one.
Okay.
Yet again, that's an original Miller.
That's a Miller. Yeah.
That's an original Miller. Original to that book.
Yep.
Miller popped in my head when I saw that.
Yeah, right. I figured this is pretty obvious. I figured you all.
And that also.
Normally for me, I can't tell, but for some reason it jumped in my head. And I thought,
when that came out was like, I think the latest Daredevil in that index rate is like 170. That came out right after Electra came out.
Yes, that's right. It's right around that point. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was pre her death, but that literally came out right after Electra popped up.
I'll tell you.
They messed with that stuff. So, what do you think? Comic book knowledge there, Roger?
Man, impressive. What can I say? 181 was the last one on the index, Kyle.
So 181 was in that index. I'll be damned.
Yeah, that was
so he actually drew that around 170 because they were bi-monthly.
Well,
so he probably drew that around 178.
Well, you're absolutely right. You know why? Because this was supposed to be part of the previous index, but it was too thick, so they had to split it into two.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right.
Speaking of my grandnephew, I gave him that index too. I've given those away through the years, so. But I want that Anderson piece back because it's just so good. I want the original poster. When they put the poster out in '83, I would love to have that '83 poster.
Yeah.
Signed too. That would be awesome. But
Ray's got the DC horror coming hot and heavy, man.
I got a lot of ghost covers.
I've got so much DC horror like over the last couple of years. I literally had about that many, and I started buying them, and now I've got a full long box full.
Nice. When are we seeing that?
Oh, I've showed it before, but yeah, it's box. What box is it? Box ZZ, I think. So it'll be the last one I show.
There you go.
Do you have like a cross index of your boxes?
Yeah, I've got it all up on my blog.
Oh, okay.
The same site that I've got my wants list on also has like what's in each box kind of thing.
Oh, it does. I guess I haven't scrolled down that far. Okay.
So, Roger, would you want me on your trivia team?
Of
course. You think I'm stupid? Of course I'd have you on my trivia team.
Night Tiger did a good trivia show one time, but he never did it again, did he?
No, he didn't. Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun. Yeah, I was.
What makes me crazy? I've got a Marvel trivia game. I've seen the DC trivia card game version of Trivial Pursuit, and I didn't get 10 cards into it.
Nice.
before I realized I was correcting the Trivial Pursuit cards.
Yeah, they make
That makes me
mistakes.
crazy when I'm
Hey, Sally
correcting.
Comics, how you doing? He sent me a Daredevil 192 and a slab, which was it's an old slab. So it's a beauty.
It
Oh,
was like the 9.8, right?
I'm not sure we were talking about 83.
yeah,
is the
it
best.
was.
Sure.
I think it was a 9.8. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, yeah. One of the few slabs I actually like.
I got my first 9.8 coming, but it was for my wife. Since Czars, I was going to send Czars the one of them 1884 punches if he didn't win. And one of the guys showed
That's
Walking
typical.
Dead limited slab. Showed the Walking Dead limited slab. I was like, oh, my wife would love that, but I ain't got no money to put in. So Czars made the bid for it and then said, give it to Kyle and his wife.
Wow.
Up, you got to for a minute. So I got a 9.8 Walking Dead slab coming to me
That's
Cool.
in the mail. Roger.
Cool.
Look
Oh,
what's up.
Kim Sanho.
Who you calling a hoe? Ho?
Kim's. That's the artist. You silly
Who you
man.
calling a hoe? Ho?
Kim
Ho, ho, ho.
Kim
I'm
Sanho.
Santa Claus. I can say ho, 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 ho. Going back to Cali. See, and I've never been a fan of Ditko, but I give him credit, man. His Charlton covers were really good.
That's some of his best work was in when he did Charlton, like when he did Chamber of Chills and all that stuff too. It was really darn good.
Well, and a lot of Marvel people would be butthurt to find out that he loved working for Charlton, even though they paid less, but they respected him.
Yeah.
So he half-assed a lot of his work after he got out of the initial and the initial Strange, the backdrops. I don't like how he drew people, but I loved his backdrops. But he's trying. Once they yanked Doctor Strange out from under him and he was fighting over Spider-Man, he's like anything he did for Marvel, he was just kind of half-assing. But he really put the work in for Charlton.
And let me tell you, he did a mountain of work for Charlton. I mean, it's like Ghost Horror, Ghost Manor, Ghost Tales, Ghostly Haunts. He's if you look at any issue, he's got at least one story in there.
Yeah.
Tap.
They paid like percent of what Marvel did.
That's a cool
That's
story.
cool.
Yeah.
That story is hilarious, man. It's hilarious.
Is that a killer teddy bear?
Yeah.
But Charlton paid like 60% of what Marvel did. He's like he could churn out the work and get paid equivalent for enjoying it instead of being dragged through the muck.
Yeah, you could tell he really was into it. You can tell he really loved it.
Where it is, it's Steve Ditko.
That's the classic monster. I used that on Cover Slingers, but the previous printing. Yeah, that's a cool one. I have that one too, Ray.
Charlton had a load of horror titles, didn't they? They'd 5 or 6.
They had Scary Tales, Midnight Tales, Ghost Manor, Haunted, Ghostly Haunts, Ghostly Tales.
Yep.
I'm sure I'm missing a Haunted.
Werewolf. What's Baron Werewolf? What was his?
That was Haunted. Yeah, Haunted. Yeah.
That was Haunted.
I mean, it became Baron Werewolf's Haunted Library, but it started as Haunted.
Love this cover.
Oh yeah, I got that one. That face,
Sutton.
man. Ooh.
Yeah.
Didn't this one start with a different title as well? Did it have a longer title to start off with?
What was that?
Tales of Ghost Manor or something like that.
Ghost Manor has 2 volumes.
Yeah.
They had a previous volume, but started in the late 60s, very early 70s. And then that became Ghostly Haunts, and then they restarted Ghost Manor #1. Yeah. That's a Joe Stephen cover right there, no doubt.
Charlton was in on the horror craze of the 50s, and they had so much reprintable material that they could always fill page space with it because they put out so much in the 50s.
Yeah, they reprinted stuff all the time. Sometimes they wouldn't even put a new cover. They just reprint an interior panel page and then put it on the cover.
Hey, the baby girl. I got.
Sanho,
Suano. Oh, puppy go. Oh, I'm getting puppy kisses. I spoiled the dog.
That's a cool one. Those are acrobats, I think. That's a cool story.
I just get the doggy snuggles.
Norman, when we're on again on Thursday, show me the tell me the correct.
You want to come up here with me? Come here. Come here, honey.
That'd be a cool snake cover right there.
Yep.
Come on. Come on.
Steve Dicko.
Get up here. Come on. Come on up. Come on up. Get up here. You hear me talking to people? Come on. Get up here. Come on. Get up. You can fit. Come on. Come on.
Well, that's another one, Beyond the Grave. I forgot about that. It only ran like 4 or 5 issues with the original, and then they reprinted it.
Come on.
Yep, Thursday, Norman.
We'll get up here. Come on. Come on. Get up, you big chick.
Doc. Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't realize it was being so loud there. I looked up and saw you muted my mic. I was playing with the dog too much.
All right, Kyle. It's all right. No problem.
Come on.
No problem. We're used to it.
Get up there. Come on. Come on, get up.
Dark shadows. Wow. Come on, get up there. Of course, you have a lot of the old key ones, I'm sure, the dark shadows.
Yeah, those are in a different box.
Oh, okay.
I think that last one you showed, Ray, you sent a copy to me. Or you give me an AOK that time.
I sent you one of these?
The one before. You sent me one, I think, part of the AOK.
Innovations.
That one?
Yeah, I think you sent me that one, yeah.
Cool.
I think you did.
Innovations, which again, great covers, great painted stuff with those innovation books.
Yeah, I was going to say a great detail on them. My gosh, they're good. All right, take care, Norman. I'll see you Thursday, buddy.
See you, Norman. Yeah, the interiors were always weak, but the innovation covers were great. Oh, I need that in the worst way.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Let me see. Feed me all night long. What do you want? You got food in there, you doober. Oh my God. What are the people are right there? She can't figure out why the people are so not there. Not people standing
Where
there.
are we? Where are we, puppy?
Yeah, see, there's a. You want to hear a funny Anne Rice story?
Do we have a choice?
Yeah. If you don't want to hear it.
Go ahead. Just messing with you.
All right. So her husband was a big guy. And my old roommate, old football player, 6'3", 275 monster of a guy. But he was a big squishy Anne fan when she was really getting big in her heyday back in the early 90s. And he found a point of contact number to get in touch with Stan about some advertising thing or something. And he was too excited to call it. So he went on the phone, the landline in the other room, because, I'll call anybody. And I called up and started talking to Stan. Realized this wasn't an office number. This was their house down in New Orleans.
Oh, man.
And Ann got on the phone and said hi to my roommate, who fainted. He literally fainted.
Wow.
Because it's like, I was talking to Stan and I'm like, well, I was going to ask you about this, that, and the other, but, I just got out of the Marines and I gave him my spiel. He's like, well, that's great. And I said, yeah, and if you hear the breathing on the other end, that's my roommate who's just kind of going nuts, who just always wanted to tell Ann how great of a writer she is. Oh, let me go get her.
Oh.
He got on the phone with him.
Oh, man.
And he's like, well, you're not going to give out my phone number, so I'm not worried about it. You're kind enough. You're somewhere in an forum, but it was a point of contact for him as far as like PR stuff. And my buddy just happened across it. Love that series.
Didn't I send you that, Kyle?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I sent
That's
you that.
it. It went through a long box.
Okay.
Cool. Hey, Simon.
Simon.
Simon says. Manhunter. Which one of the 5 iterations is that?
It's either Paul Kirk or Mark Shaw. I think it's Paul Kirk.
Paul Kirk.
I believe it's got to be in it, or one of his clones.
Right.
That's Garcia Lopez, right? Or at least that last issue was. It seemed to be Garcia Lopez.
Not sure.
Shiny.
It's just the reflection of the plastic. You know that villain?
Polka Dot Man.
Nope. Do you know that villain, Ray?
No.
What do you know?
That's Count Vertigo.
Yep, I knew you'd know it. I knew you'd know it. I wasn't asking you because I knew you'd know it.
Yeah, he's cool. Cool powers, you know. He just essentially everybody he encounters, they're just gonna fall down. I mean,
Yeah.
is that Simonson art on that?
Sorry?
Is that Simonson?
I think he took over later in the run.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Can't read the name.
Catman. Oh man. Janice director. Oh, Cobra.
I think that was a crossover between Suicide Squad, I think, Checkmate and Manhunter. I think they had like a crossover story.
Yeah, 3-way. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, like they did that Twilight crossover with Green Lantern and the Dark Stars and
Yeah.
what the other? There's one more.
Legion.
Legion. Yeah, Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
not
one
Legion of Superheroes. Legion. Yeah.
The one in which Bertrand Dib gets killed.
Right. Exactly.
Bertrand Dib.
Right.
Always makes me sad.
I know.
Poor old Bertrand.
I know you're invested in that series.
Exactly, definitely. And he was so cool.
It is.
Don't
It's
worry,
very
I'm
underrated.
impervious.
I too just think it's great stuff, you know.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm impervious used to be his catchphrase until the time he got cut off in mid-sentence because he was being killed.
That was like shocking. I mean, come on.
It was. Talking of shocking, I'm reading the New Mutants at the moment. Just read New Mutants 49, where Kitty Pryde meets a boy at a party, school party, and halfway through it, the kid commits suicide. That was a shock. That made me go, what?
Wow.
Yeah, and then it ends with like basically it's about mutants, you know, and correlating them with like other people who are oppressed, you know. And like he makes a speech at the end at the eulogy kind of thing. And yeah, it's quite a powerful story, but I wasn't expecting him to kill himself halfway through the book. I was like, oh wow. Because he was bullied. Because he was actually a mutant himself. He was keeping it hidden because he was keeping it secret. He didn't want anyone to know about it. And his school kids were bullying him. They threatened him with X Factor. Remember X Factor at that time? We're going around hunting mutants, not people.
Yeah.
They were the original X-Men trying to help mutants.
They were saving them.
As you know, stopping the mutant menace. But so anyway, this poor kid committed suicide because he was so worried about what they were going to do to him. Anyway, talking of Dark Stars.
There it is. Yeah.
Full Dark Star run.
Yeah, bullying.
I don't mess with any half a run.
I had to talk a few people down from that myself back in the day.
JM wrote that, right?
Do you know what? My eyes are getting worse recently. I can't. No, it's Friedman starting off. I can't read it. Like literally, I feel like my eyes have gone worse than they were a week ago. Seriously, thinking my eyes.
You need to quit twerking with that thing in your hand.
Going at a rate of knots. Evil Star, I think that guy's called Evil Star.
Evil Star. Go see an optometrist, Gray. Maybe you need some glasses, man.
Yeah, no, I'll just buy some cheap ones from the supermarket because I can't afford them. I can't afford to go to the optometrist.
They're not covered by insurance?
No, we don't have insurance here. Not covered on the NHS either.
Not covered by the government? Jeez.
No, no. Dentists aren't covered. Opticians aren't covered. That's why we've all got bad teeth.
It's not covered here either. I have to have separate insurance for that.
Exactly. You got to have insurance for everything there. You got to have insurance to begin. Whatever.
Well, the optometry stuff is cheap though. That I think we pay like $5 a month or something.
Yeah, it's all right if you got $5 a month to spare. It's all right, but
I mean, yeah.
As he shows up.
I skip lunch once a week, and that's
yeah.
Yeah,
there's a Trinity store you were talking about.
Yeah. I quite dug that art, by the way. I quite dug that art.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Isn't that Dave Johnson or somebody like that? Alve.
Duburk. Someone Duburk. RB Duburk, it looks like.
Huh. That's Kevin McGuire.
That looks like McGuire, yeah. Poor Gray. He's like holding it like at a distance here.
Yeah, I cannot see a
That's
name
like
on here.
John Bogdanove. No, that's Kevin McGuire.
Yeah, that's McGuire, I think. Yeah, I think you're right.
This one.
Yeah.
That looks
What's
like
that?
John Bogdanove or
Yeah, that's that Duburk again.
That's Duburk. Yeah.
RB Duburk. I can't say I remember the name.
Yeah, I don't recognize that name now.
No.
But I quite dug that art in that run right there.
You should have been here last week, mate, when they was being mean about my Aquaman comics.
Hey, I wasn't being mean about him. I was actually talking about how that was a real good run.
But go.
Some of that Aquaman art was not the best. That's for sure.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it though until they started having a go at them. I was like, it's not that great, but
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. I got some stuff to show if you want to. What time is it? Okay, it'll probably be my last stack because I gotta.
Yeah, I've got a mass batch after this, and I'll be done as well.
All right. So you want it? I told you about the Haunted and the Charlton, so I pulled some out here. Those things. This is not that good a cover. It's just a kid with that egg. Of course, what's inside the egg is the problem. Right. Kyle will know this one.
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
This is just a beaut. I mean, just a beautiful.
Well, that was since it was a beater. I just gave that to you for free.
That thing is not a beater at all. That thing is not a beater. Look, Ray. Here's the other one. That's slightly
that
different.
Awesome.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I use that in a cover slingers as well. The eyes have it here.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's awesome. Awesome. I love that cover.
Isn't that cute?
It is.
This is funny cover, kinda. Look at the guy's face. Mike Zeck cover here. Look at the guy's face. He's like, what is that behind me? I'm not kidding.
I don't want to look.
I don't want to look.
I don't want to look.
That's where Zach started.
Yes, correct.
That's Zach's first works.
There's a Ditko for you right there. With that
Nice.
ghostly. I don't think that's not a Viking. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a Hun. I'm not sure. Here's the trap cover. Put out some bait.
Yeah.
Spiders everywhere, and the guy comes in to rescue. And hey, this is a really cool figure here.
What is that? A rat with wings?
It's a wolf's head, a bat's wings, and a tiger's tail.
No, that's my ex-wife. That's my ex-wife down there in Florida.
Oh, I've never had the pleasure. Yeah, here's another silver.
I never had pleasure with her either.
Poem cover. Here's another Ray on the water cover.
Yeah, on the water.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
I should mark these, like
Hey,
Yeah.
is that a silver surfboard?
I'll make notes, mate.
No.
I'll make notes. If I see one that's good, I'll make it. I'll
More
write
like
it down somewhere.
ebony kind of.
Hmm.
Here's a reprint of that Mysterious Traveler comic, which I think Kyle, you sent me the second part to, I think. Here's another one of those lazy covers. This is actually a page from the interior. It's just gold.
Yeah.
That's it. I love the hairdo on this lady.
Matilda.
Remember that? Remember those hairdos from the 70s, guys?
Yep.
Pretty lady though. Here's a little known Fury appearance in Charlton. Not really, of course. But...
Revenge of the
Whoa,
Slave.
that could be a one-eye cover.
Hey,
Yep, that could be a one-eye.
I'll leave it to the side there.
Yep, one-eye cover.
You talk to me. You tell me.
Cool little monster there. And here's Haunted Love. Beautiful colors on this, by the way.
Yeah.
Gorgeous stuff.
Those Haunted Love, bizarre concept.
It is. It's kind of it's romance with horror essentially. And, this cover's all messed up, but it didn't cost me much anything. So.
You going to
Ray,
wrestle
you
me?
sent me this one, didn't you, Ray?
Yeah, I sent you that one.
That's what I
The
thought.
face in the background looks good.
It's like, this whole side here is see, it's gone. Yeah. But well, so that's it, guys. That's all I got for today.
I'm going to wrestle a pit bull.
All right.
You want to wrestle?
My money's on the pit bull.
Nah, she's a big baby. Watch. Oh.
Who wants to show some more? Anyone?
I got a few.
Yeah, let's see what Ray's got. Ooh, Sorry Force.
You got this one, Roger?
I think I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm confused. What is that a newer printing of that?
What?
Of the Atari Force?
It was a special.
It was special. Yeah, it came after.
Yeah, it's a special. 1986.
Okay, so they just kind of enlarged the series into a big one.
Yeah, it's just they made a special after the series ended, I believe.
Tom and Jerry were my favorite. Oh, Chuck, where's the wood pile?
No, I don't have the famous log cover.
Thank God, because I see that everywhere.
Everywhere is right.
Jeez. Ooh, I didn't know Marvel did a Prince Valiant. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
They just printed Foster stuff and recolored it, right?
DC.
Must have been,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have some of the King comic reprint stuff, but
Didn't
I didn't
DC
know.
have Prince Valiant and Brave and the Bold?
No, that was yeah, it's a very similar character.
Viking Prince.
Viking Prince. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, here's a little hint.
But,
AD&D. Oh, Dragon!
The dragon?
Here's a little hint for you guys.
I didn't
Look
see
at
it.
that. I'll help you out.
Yeah.
I already got mine ready to go, Ray. I got mine. Mine are locked and loaded.
Wait, now, if it's dragon covers, can you just have 5 issues of Savage Dragon?
Ah, good idea. You may have helped me out there.
You could, but
Grayman, are you hurting for dragon covers?
Could you
Could
you have
anyway?
it's too late.
could you
to
have
get them to you.
Bruce Lewis? 5 Bruce?
You could sell it to Matilda, but
I mean, I have a Neil Adams Enter the Dragon cover on Deadly Hands 17. So
yeah, I have it too.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not in it, right?
No, I guess I don't know.
Grayman, I'm not in it, right?
Not unless someone pulls out and hasn't told me yet.
All right. I'll give you a little help, Grayman. You
Nah,
got
what if
Thor
somebody
covers.
pulled out?
You got Thor covers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is it the 296?
278.
Oh, okay. This is a 238. Okay.
238. I remember.
But
I'll have it up 278.
Isn't that more like a sea serpent kind of thing, though?
Yeah, it's a sea dragon.
Sea dragon. All right. All right.
Yeah.
The 298,
Like-
296 is good too.
Or 278 is the best dragon one.
I'm not sure
That's
about
not
that one.
Thor. That's not Thor.
That no,
Thor.
that is not.
That's not a Thor cartoon.
That's not a
Let's put them
Thor
both together.
cover.
That's not a Thor
That's
cartoon.
not a Thor. That's not Thor.
I was laughing so hard when Ray was saying that. Like, that's not Thor. That's the one I was thinking about. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that-
what 278 or 293.
298.
298.
298.
298. Yeah.
Need to check that.
Yep, check your Thor books, buddy.
Yeah, Thor's got a bunch of them. Yeah.
Thor's in box 5.
I hope that's not at the bottom of some pile somewhere.
Now, if you got Conan, Bill might show this one.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a few Conans. Yeah.
I haven't got 298. Here, I've been working on some stuff for Slingers. This is a
Dragon Wings.
this is a
Oh, okay.
exclusive.
Yeah.
This is an exclusive, guys. Next time Bill shows a 4 cover on Slingers, he's getting this.
Another Conan. Build your comics and wiggle your biceps.
You mean a Conan cover?
Yeah.
Cool.
This is one for Roger.
Another 10 for Roger. What a travesty of justice.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Hey, guess what you didn't get to play for me today? That dirty old man thing.
Not yet.
So what'd you do, Ray? Just pull out a bunch of dragon covers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I could probably find about maybe another 10 or 15 more.
Ray's got 20 of them.
Hey,
I got
if it wasn't a copyright.
Give me a call. I got to take here. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys on
Bye.
Saturday, if not next week. All right.
Yeah,
Take
mate.
care.
If,
All right.
if it wasn't a copyright strike, you could play a Stevie Next Time song. Stop dragging my heart around. Demonic Toys. Yeah. Eternity. There's a good one.
That's it. That's all I
Find an
got.
evil learning eternity. If you find an evil learning eternity comic, I'm all about it.
Right, let's finish off this Dark Stars one.
All right.
I got that dude's autograph book, and it's actually autographed on that book right there. That's the artist. I got the artist autograph on that book right there. Like Chichester, JG Chichester or whatever.
Chichester.
Chichester, JG Chichester.
Donna Troy joins the Dark Stars.
That's cool looking. I like that.
Bit busy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a dragon, huh?
Is that a dragon?
No. Nice action shot. Starfire and Darkstar. Donna Troy.
Talk about good books to play on Dragon. I got some Dragon Ring books from. So those are good ones. That was a dynamic cover.
No, that is.
No.
It's Guy Gardner during his alien phase. Oh, that was the end of that one. And I've got Nighthawk. There's your mate Kyle.
There you go.
Actually, I don't think he's Kyle. I think it's a new guy in the suit.
Yeah.
I think it's a black guy in this suit this time, I think. Seems to be cool. It's not whilst I read it. Creepy clown.
Yeah.
Pieta cover.
Yeah, good point.
That's a creepy clown cover.
Mhm.
There's a Spider-Man homage. Spider-Man 31.
Yeah.
Or
Similar.
33. Spider-Man 33.
That's a four-parter.
Panda cover. Is
Yeah.
there a dragon? What monster is that behind her? Is it a wolf? Is it a dragon?
Like a vampiric ape to me. Don't know how to tell.
There's a snooch cover.
Not quite sure what a snooch is. So if it is what I think it is.
Yeah, a queef box.
Right, that's the last one. The last one in the box. Garth Ennis War Story.
Look how well behaved I was all day.
Well,
Good job.
okay, that's it, fellas.
Good time.
We'll call that a night.
All right.
Gone 2 hours and 22 minutes. All the twos.
How the hell did we go that long?
Easily done when you're showing comics.
Yep.
Okay, let's play out with the.
You ready to dance? You gonna dance? You ready for a dance with me?
Dance. Gotta do the dance.
Ready?
Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.
Yeah.